address to an IP address in the UK to really watch it. So I had to kind of like maneuver myself around and jump around to see it. But one thing I am going to say is that what I saw, I enjoyed. And I know the two young individuals who, y'all had, talking to them, they felt that it was, good and had no qualms about anything. That was exactly what they wanted to portray. That's what they said. They didn't have any, issues with the documentary. They thought that it was fair. Both of them are my friends, on Facebook, and they all live in Charleston. So it was fair. When we were at the rally on Marion Square, the first rally before the rally with Malik and the Black Panther Party, before that rally, you had me, Muhaddin, Solove, and, the first rally that we did, I thought that was fair also. You captured a lot of good imagery, especially with the flag. We was walking through the neighborhood, even with the police, when they came and tried to intervene and stop us from what we were doing. Everything, I had no disagreements about anything that you showed. That was who we are. And I think that was something we were saying, if you have any qualms about, something not being portrayed in a manner that you wanted to, just don't say it. And, I felt that everything, when I sat back and I watched it, knowing what was going on in the streets, when we was out there in the streets with Solove, and, all of us in the RBG of Charleston, I felt that actually showed who we were, and I didn't see any problem with how it was put together on our end. So if it stays like that, how y'all did the first time, I feel if it's done like that again, I don't have any problem with it, because that was exactly what we wanted to show, and that was exactly who we are. Whether we disagreed or not, that was who we were when we was out there in the streets.
Okay, great. Solove, are you there?
I'm here.
Do you have any final questions or words?
Who's speaking right now?
This is BCX.
Okay, where's Sarah, and what's the other guy's name? The other white guy?
Sarah. My line as well.
Okay.
We're here.
Sarah, who asked for me? Who brought my name up? How did I get into this?
So we're going around to speak with everybody who was on the call.
I heard that part. I said someone from the BBC asked for me or said my name. Am I correct?
Correct, Sarah.
Sarah, am I right?
Yeah. So we were talking about the last film, and one of the things I was saying was that it would be really interesting, potentially, in this film to have an opportunity to, we saw you on camera in the last film, to have an opportunity to actually sit down with you and, have a real conversation about where you're coming from and, why you do this work, why, et cetera, et cetera. So that's how it came up. And then Shakim patched you in.
Okay. So I'm going to need your number so that way you guys can do your research on me.
Good.
And we could talk because, like I said, I'm a journalist and I don't play by my shit. Okay? What you see is what you get. You can see what I've done, like I said, for the past 4 or 5 years. And like I said, what you see is what you get. I don't hold my tongue. And I really don't fuck with crackers like that. So what I'm saying to y'all is do your research on me and really make sure you're ready to deal with me. Okay? So if I can speak to you, one-on-one, and we can get on that dialogue, that'd be great. What's your number, please?
Sounds good. All right. It's 646 339 3550.
3550. Let me repeat that again.
Sarah.
Sarah what?
Rudy. It's F as in Frank. O-U-D-Y.
Okay. And your number again?
646 339 3550.
All right. That's all I need to know. Thank you very much.
Cool. Sounds good.
Should I just respond to a couple of those points? Or? absolutely right. You know, you said that we'll cut it true to the vision that we have. I mean, I would say we cut it true to the events we witnessed, and the people we spoke to. But, you know, those are just semantics, I guess. But, you know, there is a stage of the film where we fact check everything. So, you know, before it goes out, we do a fact check. Well, what that means is I give you a call and I say, hey, you said this, and I'm not quite sure if I got the right picture out of it, or I'm unsure whether this is exactly what happened. Can you just clarify this for me? And we make sure that it's factually correct, so that when it goes out, that, you know, there's nothing in there that you know, is misinterpreted. But then I suppose the next one coming to say thank you to Shaquem. So, you know, I'm pleased that he saw what we did last time in Charleston and Columbia, and you know, that he was pleased, and Anthony and Ricardo were pleased, and just on a personal level, you know, I put a lot of heart and soul into making these films, and it's great for me to hear that the people that I've worked with and the people that you build relationships with are happy at the end and feel that it's, you know, it's right, and they're pleased with their contribution. And I think that is a big thing for me. That is really important for me. And, you know, my goal is that when this film goes out, you know, we can all talk about it afterwards. And, you know, we're all on good terms, and everyone feels that we've all been fair to each other, and we have a relationship, and we can still look each other up. You know, and that's really important to me. So it's good that from Shaquem that I know that's what happened with Anthony and Ricardo.